Rise and grind. 5 brands that you should know about, but you probably don't. Let's get into this list. Hey, at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars. We share with you the cigar brands. Now, I've done some videos talking about the brands that I don't really like. Anytime you do something that impacts the people negatively, I'm gonna have a problem with you. But there are some brands doing the right things. And so I wanna highlight 5 brands. These are more so the newer brands. And so we know about the legendary historic brands. We know about the Arturo Fuentes and the Padrones. But there are some newer brands, some more boutique brands that are doing some pretty good things. And so we're not gonna talk necessarily about cigars today, but we're talking about these cigar brands. First one we gotta talk about is Cavalier. And so I did a video talking about the Cavalier White Series, the Salomon, comparing that to the Andalusian Bull. Cavalier puts out some pretty good cigars. I really like the White Series. They also have a Black Series. And so if you're wondering if you've ever seen a Cavalier cigar, if you've ever seen a cigar with a gold leaf on it, and so that leaf is supposed to be 24 karat, you can smoke through it. And so their branding is good. They highlight their products in a great way, having gold on the cigar. And so I really enjoy the cigars. They put out good cigars at great prices. And so you still get this exceptional quality at a very good price. And so I really like what Cavalier is doing. I encourage you to check them out. Support the companies who are taking care of the people. And so I love it when new companies come out and they keep their prices low. Because there's some companies who think that they can charge $20, $30, $40 for the same tobacco that all the other companies have. Cavalier, great products, check them out. Another company is Dapper. And so I think I've mentioned them before, but I gotta mention them again. When I think about this company, I think about being balanced and bold. And so they've got some great cigars. Particularly, I like the La Madrina. Why do I like Dapper so much? Because they use Aganorsa leaf. And so I'm a big Aganorsa fan. Dapper uses Aganorsa leaf, and they keep their prices balanced. They keep their prices affordable. So I really enjoy what Dapper puts out. Next company, I don't even think I gotta mention this, Warp. Now Warp has grown so much that they're probably no longer just a small boutique company. They've just exploded. And so one of my most favorite cigars at the moment, you got the Chinchale. Just love that cigar. They also did the Cocodrillo, and they've got a whole lineup. They are known for being Cuban-esque, and so that seems to be the wheelhouse that they like to operate in. Good quality. The construction on their cigars is just bar none. Nobody else has cigars where the construction, the roll, the draw, Warp, their cigars are perfectly made. What I also like is they tend to be pushing the envelope. And so when you look at the Chinchale, when you look at the Cocodrillo, they tend to be very innovative. And so they're not just trying to be Cuban-esque, but they take a smooth, medium profile and they pack that with some flavor. And so you combine the flavor, the innovation, just the creativity with the construction, with the draw. Warp is definitely a company. I heard about them years ago and I just figured, okay, they're just another hyped up company. Let me ignore them and they'll fade away. But I think Warp is here to stay. They've got a ton of lineups. I believe they got the Don Ronaldo. They got tons of cigars. I also think they tend to all be Robusto or Corona Gorda size, and so they tend to not be these big old cigars. And so the prices tend to be good, construction quality, and the blending on these are great. We got 2 more for you, but before we continue on, let me just pause and breathe and thank you. Let me just give you some gratitude, saying thanks for making this channel. You, the people, have built this channel. And so the least I could do is just give back some encouragement, give back some education, let you know about some of the brands doing some good things by the people. And so if you want to be part of this community, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know who are some of the brands that are doing some good things. Who are the brands that are supported by the people? So I always talking about Foundation. I just love them. We all know about Crown Heads. Those companies 3-4 years ago were the new boutique companies, and now they've blown up and they've made it. So we just want to highlight some of the other companies. Fourth company we got for you, fourth brand, is Black Label Trading Company. Now this company, the owner is James Brown. Okay, not that James Brown, a different James Brown. This company, and this goes to show that what I share with you isn't always just my own personal profile, but it's just saying, hey, who is doing right by the people? Black Label Trading Company, their cigars are just bold. Their cigars are strong. And you know, I'm more of a medium bodied, I'm more of a, give me a Habano, give me a African Cameroon. I think they've got a cigar called like the Coffin Nails. Like they've got some, there's this, I suppose you can say this gothic rock and roll, just this bold, Dissident. They remind me a lot of Dissident. So Dissident is another company, another boutique company that I really enjoy. But Black Label Trading Company, they're just bold. So if you want cigars that are just going to just knock your socks off in a good way, finely rolled, good priced, but they're just very bold cigars, packed with flavor, packed with some strength. And so I think they got a cigar, I hope I'm not wrong when I say this, I think they got one called the Morphine. And so they've got some strong cigars. Now, last one I will leave with you, to balance out the strength of Black Label Trading Company, we've got J. London. And so if you want a new company that's just more smooth, more balanced, this is what they do. And so their tobacco tends to be from Dominican Republic. And so usually it's the Nicaraguan tobacco that's gonna be bold and aggressive. J. London stays in that Dominican Republic space. And so their cigars tend to be smooth, creamy, more along the lines of Connecticut's. And so they are more, I would say that they're even gearing towards more of a luxury brand. And so they're more like an Atabey. And so they're in that wheelhouse. J. London is putting out some great products. Check them out. And so we all know about the legacy, the Plasencias, the Padrones, the Arturo Fuentes. We know about the Rocky Patels and the CAOs. So we just want to make sure that we're bringing the information to the people, sharing with you what's out there. There's some great companies, Cavalier, Dapper, Warp, Black Label Trading Company, and J. London, and a host of a lot more. Companies doing right, making good products for the people. And so we are here for the people. If we've helped you with this video, help us back. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.